in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And the Chiefs are going to get it. Uchenna Nwosu. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the defense, they'll spread the field. A dime package here on 3rd and 12. They'll set up to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Broncos! Noah Fant, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. From the 44, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. On second down, it's Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, All eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown. Jerry Judy. 84 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 4. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Push him back. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Get right, get right, get right.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 35. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam. Check 99. Check 99. Watch that 3.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. First down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Three yards remain for second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll have a first down past the 40. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 135 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 5.
Max 22, Max 22. Let's go, baby. We turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball.
He'll drop to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 12. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And shedding a man at the 40. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
174 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.